Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do my Boxycharm unboxing for the month of September, and this is a try-on style video just like my other Ipsy and Boxycharm videos in the past, so I will try the products on my face as I share them with you. This is the completed look I did using some of the products today, so if you'd like to see what I got in my box this month, then please keep watching. So the theme for this month's box is Boxy Baddie. So I don't remember, have I showed you guys this mug? This is my Bambi mug. I have a couple mugs that have Bambi on it, like the character Bambi from Disney. This is one of them. And then I have one that says Bambi but has a picture of an actual black pug on it. But this is my Bambi mug. It's so cute. I love it. It has Bambi with a little butterfly. I just love Disney mugs, and especially this one because it has Bambi on it. And that's my puppy's name, Bambi. So I love it. So anyway, let's just get on with the video. So the first product I'm going to try out is this one from Studio Makeup. It is their HD finishing powder. It says this is a silky setting powder with light shimmer to help blur the appearance of imperfections and pores. And it says that this retails for $35. So I already obviously have foundation and concealer on. I'm just going to blend it out before I put the powder on, just to make sure there's no creasing. Since it's one of those types of powders that says it blurs your pores and imperfections, I don't know if it's going to be so great for my under eyes. It's more like a silky, finely milled like powder that kind of absorbs oil and blurs your pores rather than like sets your under eyes. You know how some powders are so finely milled and so silky that they almost just blow into the air when you try to put them on your brush? This is what this is like. It did apply okay. It didn't like crease or anything or disrupt my concealer. I do prefer more of a like setting powder, like my Skin Food setting powder, just because it's more of a like, I don't know how to explain it. It's more like it sticks right to your skin and sets it really easily without disrupting it. It's just a different consistency. It's almost like it's creamier, if you know what I mean, but it's still a powder. Okay, so after using this on my whole face, I definitely like how it looks on my face more than how it set my under eyes. It doesn't look bad on my under eyes, but I just prefer the Skin Food powder that I showed you before for setting my under eyes because it's more of a like creamy formula or creamy texture for a powder, if you know what I mean, and it just sticks better to my under eyes. It's more like a baking powder compared to this. This is more of like a blurring powder that like blurs your pores, but I do definitely like how this looks on my entire face because it definitely helps to blur my pores. I am happy with this little product. It's always nice to get a setting powder to try because I always use setting powders. That's the one thing that I go through probably the most often. So the next product that was in my Boxycharm box is a brow product. It's from MAC. It's their Lingering Eyebrows Brow Pencil, I guess. I don't know, maybe the shade is called Lingering because it doesn't say a shade anywhere else. But it's basically a brow pencil. So it twists up so it's kind of similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz or the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So I'm just going to brush my brows up a little bit before I start them. And I'm just going to pencil in my brows real quick with this. Probably speed it up a little bit because it's going to get too long. Okay, so after using this pencil, actually I think it worked pretty well. I'm still going to top it with a brow powder just because that's what I always do. No matter what pencil I use, I like to top it with a powder. But actually this applied really nicely, and I like how it's not too warm toned or too cool toned. I think it's like the perfect medium, like a neutral. And it definitely like applies very softly, very creamy, but it doesn't look waxy or like too oily or greasy or gel-like, which I don't like it when brow powders are like that. It did not tug at my brow hair. Some brow pencils, depending on like how stiff or how waxy they are, they sometimes like pull out your brow hair. This one didn't do that, so that's good. So I'm just going to finish up my brows with the City Color Bold Brow Duo. This is in the shade medium. I'll do this real quick and be right back. Okay, so my brows are done. So now I'm going to move on to the next product, which is probably my favorite product that I got in the box. It's this beautiful little palette. It is from the brand Pure Cosmetics. It's the Soiree Diaries palette, and this is so pretty. I love it. It has a white marble design on the background, and then it has kind of like a rose gold copper print. If I ever design a palette like for myself, which probably will never happen, but if I was going to design a palette, I would definitely want to do like a marble background. I think it looks beautiful. And then inside there's like a huge mirror. There are 12 shades in here, And they're actually like really pretty, really wearable, pretty shades. You get some matte shades on the two top rows, and then the bottom row has all like shimmery, almost like metallic sparkly shades. They look super duper shimmery. Probably not showing up very well on the camera, but I'll zoom in a little bit. I like how there's some really pretty transition shades, some shades to set your eyeshadow primer, to highlight your brow bone, and then just some really pretty warm toned browns and some really pretty shimmer shades. So these colors are definitely shades that I would wear on like a regular basis. These are very wearable, pretty warm tone shades. First, I'm just going to put on some eyeshadow primer because I didn't do that yet. So I'm just using this one from Urban Decay. It's the eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. I like this one because it works kind of as a concealer and primer in one, because I have pretty noticeable veins on my eyelids and this helps to cover them. I'm going to start out with this shade over here called Mogul, and I'm using this Sedona Lace EB13 brush. It's just a really fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to just use this to apply to my brow bone, just to set down that primer and also highlight it at the same time. And these shadows, so far, they're kind of powdery, but not like super powdery. Like there's a little bit of fallout, but not too much. I'm not even being very careful. So these shadows are so pretty. I'm definitely going to do one of these shimmery shades on my lid. I'm just not sure what one. These are the shadows swatched. These are the 4 shimmer shades. I think they're so pretty. They applied really nicely. I really like that shade down here. It's called Glitzy, the one on the very bottom. But I kind of want to do the more like rose toned one that's called Twinkle. I don't know, they're all really pretty. So now I'm going to go into the shade Gala up here, and I'm just going to start applying this in my crease as a transition shade, just to start deepening up the crease without too much product, you know, without too much color. Maybe I should zoom you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Day is better. I really like how they're applying. They're very like creamy and blendable. Very nice. If you hear snoring in the background, that is Bambi. She is snoring on the bed next to me. She's a little cutie pie. So now I'm going to go into the shade here called Stunner. It's a really pretty kind of like burnt, rusty, orangish brown shade. I'm going to use this, what is this brush? It is the Moda Pro BMX 430 crease brush. It's another blending crease brush, but it's more precise. It kind of has like a tapered point, so it gets into your crease a little bit better. And I'm just going to add that to my crease just to start deepening up the crease a little bit and adding more definition. Ooh, this one applies really nicely. Put a little bit on the outer corner. So I almost forgot to use a brush that came with the box. So my box also had a brush duo from the brand Bodyography Pro. I've never heard of this before. It came with a flat shader brush and also an angled liner brush. They feel really nice and soft, so I'm excited to try them out. So I'm going to use the flat shader brush with the shade Twinkle, the one right here, and just add this on my lid. Okay, so I like how that looks so far, but I do kind of want to see if it'll look a little bit more like a foiled metallic look. So I'm going to dampen this brush with some setting spray, but it doesn't necessarily need it. I just want to go for that look. So I'm going to use the Project Beauty Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray. Just going to spray some on the brush. So the setting spray definitely helps it to stick a little bit better and look more like a foiled metallic look, if that's what you're going for. But it's not like the shadow necessarily needed it. It was still working on its own fine. I just wanted more of that look. I really like this shade. It's really pretty. It's like a rose gold copper shade. So I'm just going to blend the crease a little bit more with that shade Stunner, the one I used before this one, just to blend it a little bit more. And then I'm going to go back into that shade Gala, the lighter shade up here. And just going to put that on like kind of like my crease but towards my brow bone, if that makes sense. Just to help blend it. I'm going to use a little bit more of the shade Mogul, the light shade on my brow bone. Okay, I'm really happy with this palette so far. I think it looks really pretty and the colors blended so nicely. And there's so many different looks you can do with this palette. I forgot to say how much this costs. So this is the Soiree Diaries eyeshadow palette from Pure Cosmetics. This retails for $34. The little boxy tip on the pamphlet says to use the colors in the vertical rows from top to bottom to add highlight, definition, and drama. So you can use like these three as one look, these three as one look, these three as one look, and these three as one look. You could use the rows as a complete look if you wanted to. This would be your highlight, this would be your crease transition, and this would be like the shimmery one you can use on your lid. But of course, you don't have to follow that. You can do whatever you want. I kind of did that a little bit, but I went around, like I used these two shades with this one and this one. I'm really happy with this palette so far. And for my lower lash line, I think I'm going to go into the shade Stunner, that burnt orangish brown shade, and I'm going to use this Bodyography Pro angled liner brush and just smudge this on my lower lash line. So this brush worked really well for my lower lash line. I think it's really nice. So overall, this palette is like beautiful. I love it. It's really nice. I'm really happy with it. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. So I'm so happy that Boxycharm included this in the box. I think it's really nice. And then these brushes from Bodyography. It says this is the brush duo that retails for $20. It is the perfect brush duo for lining and creating detailed eyeshadow looks. I like these brushes. They're very nice. They're very soft. So I'm just gonna finish up my eyes and my face makeup, and then I'll be right back to finish up the rest of the box. So I finished up my face makeup and my eye makeup, and I'm really happy with how my eye makeup turned out today. I think it looks really nice. So there's just a couple more things left for the box that I'm going to share with you. The first thing is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This has no sulfates, no silicones, and no parabens. And this is a clean brand. They sell this at, I believe, Sephora. I don't think they sell it at Ulta. Maybe they do, but the last time I saw it, I don't think they do. I think I used this one. It was like the Rizarco leave-in treatment, I think I used. And I liked it. It was like a leave-in treatment that conditions your hair. So it says the Don't Despair Repair contains a unique blend of avocado, sweet almond, and argan oils, and hair essential vitamin B and biotin to repair damaged hair, enhance shine, and reduce breakage by up to 81% after 3 uses. It says after shampooing, massage Don't Despair Repair into the hair from root to tip. Leave in for 10 minutes before rinsing. This is a 98% naturally derived formula. I'm really excited to give this a try because I need a hair mask. My hair is starting to feel a little bit dry and damaged recently. As you know, I got it colored a couple times, kind of like in the past couple months or 3 months, something like that. And I was using the Aveda Damage Remedy leave-in treatment and then also the Aveda Damage Remedy shampoo and conditioner, which did help to kind of like repair my hair, get it back to being more manageable, soft, and less tangled. But I ran out of those products and I didn't repurchase them just because they're kind of expensive. So I've been using other things that I have just in my own like collection at home, and it's like getting the job done. But I feel like I do need to do like a deep conditioning mask because it's starting to feel a little bit dry, and when I like style my hair now, it feels a little bit damaged. So I definitely think I need to use a conditioning mask. So I'm excited to give this a try, and it smells amazing. The Briogeo products smell really good. So I'm really happy that they included this in the box, and I'm not going to obviously use it right now. I'm going to use it the next time I wash my hair, but this says that it retails for $20, and I will be using this in the future. I'll let you guys know how it works in an update. And then the last product that's in the box that I'm going to use right now is a ColourPop lip. It's the Ultra Satin lip in the shade Strut. It's a pretty kind of like a cool toned nude. It's kind of like a grayish nude, like it has a little bit of grayish brown to it. I don't know if that makes sense. This is from ColourPop. It retails for $6. So I love ColourPop products. I love their lip products. I have a ton of their Ultra Satin lips, and I'm always happy to get a product from ColourPop. So I'm glad that they included a ColourPop lip again this month because it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna put this on my lips. I already put the Nicole Guerrero Best Damn Lip Mask on my lips. I put it on right when I started my makeup, so it has soaked in. It's still a little bit like tacky, but it's not super duper sticky. Okay, so I love this color. It applied really nicely. Like all ColourPop products I've tried, all of their lip products always seem to apply really well. And the Ultra Satin lip is a really nice formula. It's super creamy. It's not like too sticky or too like, you know how some lipsticks are really like sticky and clumpy and glumpy. I don't know what you call it, but this one's not like that. ColourPop is really good. So I think this shade's really pretty. It's a really pretty dark nude on me since I am very fair, but I think it's so pretty, and I'm definitely gonna like wearing this for fall. It definitely looks like a fall shade. I mean, of course you can wear it anytime you want, but this is like screaming fall for me right now. So that was the last product in my Boxycharm box for September, and let me calculate the total cost of all the products real quick. Bang! So I added up the total cost of all of the products. Whoa. I added up the total retail value of all the products, and it's $133, which is pretty good since the retail value of the actual box is $21. So that's a pretty good deal. Actually, all the brands in here, the only brand I'm not familiar with is Bodyography. That was the only brand in this box that I'm not familiar with, but the brushes worked really well, so I'm like fine with it. And it's nice to get new brands anyway, like I'm not mad at that, but it's pretty nice that this month you get 6 products actually. An eyeshadow palette, a brow product, a lip product, a setting powder, a brush duo, and the mask for your hair. So that's pretty nice. Usually only get 5 things, but you got 6 things this time. So it's pretty nice. I'm really happy this month. That completes my September Boxycharm unboxing. Let me know in the comments what you got in your box this month if you are subscribed, and if you've tried any of these products just like maybe on your own. If you just have them in your collection, you can let me know what your thoughts are on them. I'm really curious to try out the Briogeo deep conditioning mask. Let me know whatever you want about these products or any beauty products in general in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!